Did you ever see the movie Stand By Me, where little boys, they go in the woods and they cross a bridge and a railroad track and they go see a dead body? Well, there's one part of the movie where the little fat kid, who I think you can say fat because he's not anymore, and he's really cool. Um, so if he gets offended, I do apologize to you. But I don't know why I'm laughing so much. And sorry, I'm playing something for a reason. Can you hear that? All right, you hear it? Yeah, it's like cutting out. I'm not going crazy. So the fat kid, he had a bunch of coins, maybe like $1, and and he buried it, and his brother saw him. So his brother and his friend took the money and they spent it on, I don't know, candy or whatnot. And the fat kid never knew that his brother took it, so he always believed that that money was there. And every time he would say, "Man, we should, we should get some soda pop. We got no money for soda pop. Man, if we had my money, and I'm still looking for it. One day I'm going to find it. I swear there was $10 in there, and every time it would get bigger and bigger." I feel like that's me and my bank account when I think about it, but the opposite. I I think that I have money, and I go, I think it's 1,000 left, and then I'm flat broke. Yeah, like $500 because I'm calculating in my head with bills. I think I have $100 left. That means I got to go and start begging people for money. And then I go online today because I made myself, and I'm okay. I got more. I got a little bit more than okay, so I don't have to beg yet. So that gives me another month. And so the main thing was that was crazy stories. I don't even understand those stories. The main thing was, I mean, there's points to it, but I'm just telling you that I freak out about money. But the reason why I freak out is because when I remember money, I remember always that I have less. I always subtract more. So if I pay like $60 on a bill, I subtract 100 from my account. And it just goes. I don't round it. I just overdo it all the time. But mainly, this is another episode of How Not to Fix It. We're going back on the Raspberry Pi, and I hooked it up. I didn't do that on camera, but I did talk to myself, not realizing that I was on camera. So, it's so what you're hearing is actually YouTube. That's Top 5 Central. But for some reason, Raspberry Pis are not wireless, so it's wired into the router. I don't know if it's the signal because it's constant, but it hasn't. Okay, what would happen is I would hook it up, and I found out. Remember I was saying there was 3 cables. One cable up there was to. I don't even know what it was to. I don't know. I think to the GPS. I think that was the cable to that. It was very, very tiny. So I got a strip, and I put the strip behind the TV. I know. Why don't you have a strip back there anyway? I actually have I have 2 outlets here, two outlets here, 2 outlets here, and then 2 outlets on the ground. So there's 8 outlets. I don't have enough stuff to put up. Sorry. So I think about going shopping. I'm afraid I'm going to buy beer, and I don't want to buy beer. I can't get alcohol. I can't get liquor. I'm too close. And if I get beer, I mean, I'm so close. I have one day left. I started writing my what you call it. I know I'm all over the place. The story was what the Raspberry Pi used to do. It would so when it was naked, plug it in, I would turn it on, and I would just leave it there, and it'd be fine. It would just run. And every time I went to YouTube, it would just shut down and reboot. Shut down and reboot. And it gets to the point where you're that freaking desktop. It's like is it a road to nowhere? And you're like, man, I hate this thing. Let me see what it is, because you just go crazy. You're like, why is this road to nowhere popping up again? Is it Debian? Desktop. No, it's just this road. It's this road, and it just goes and go, and and then you go to YouTube, turn it on, they'll run for half a minute, and then boom, shut off again. Now, I will tell you, when I first turned it on, it was getting a fatal error, which is always a good fatal exception error. It's like, oh, thanks for being so specific. I think that means that error was so bad, I have no clue what it is, and it killed me. So I'm just going to hang here. Thankfully, it didn't shut down, because thankfully it wasn't in a cycle, because then I'd go crazy trying to get the picture real quick. That would take me forever trying to take a picture so I can look at it. Be like, it's blurry. But anyway, I was using one of the power adapters. Sorry, there's no mouse attached to the laptop. I don't know why I care if he's stepping on the mouse. So, dang, what was I saying? But it didn't do that. It would just give me that error. And I thought, I mean, the only attached to it is the SD card, the power cable, and I got the mouse and a keyboard, and the mouse wasn't working. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's crippled. I don't know. Maybe it can't be fixed. I don't know. We're still working on it. So, I'm anonymous. Hello, I'm anonymous. Roof, roof. We want freedom for all dogs. What? Okay, so I was using one of the power adapters. It was the white one. I switched that to the black one, and the white one seemed loose in the power strip. I don't know why, because I usually use that for something. Oh, for school. It's my school one. So if it doesn't work, I don't really care. I don't really care. But so I swapped them out, turned it on, and what it was doing, it was coming on, and then the Raspberry would come on and say hold shift for something. I don't know, it went too fast, and then we would go through the boot index, which I still think was so funny. When my friend, I was doing something on the computer, and he's like, "What's going on with that computer, with this server? What's going on?" I said, "Well, it's just doing a reboot. It's doing all its logs and everything. You know, it's a startup sequence. You don't gotta be smart." But it was going through that. But my point with him was, how can you go through networking and not know what a boot sequence looks like that's not hidden? You know, how can you have never seen a computer boot up? Maybe he was saying a joke. I hope he was saying a joke. Please, God, say he was saying a joke. Okay, but the point was, it was going through the boot sequence, and then it went on to the Raspberry, and then the highway to nowhere, the highway to lost dreams. It's the road to the lost dreams. It's just miserable when you hate all hardware. I hate hardware so much. People would give me like the little toy electronic games. Boom, goodbye. Hey, you want this? Hey, you want this? Because people love them. I hate them because they're another piece of hardware. And all the software is hardware. Because to me, software is something that I can go in and easily manipulate. And if I can't easily manipulate, then it's hardware. Okay, that's what was in my mind. I'm trying to learn hardware. You can hear it. That's the Raspberry, and I just put on YouTube. It's been on for 9 minutes since we've been talking. I don't know why. Whenever I tell stories, it feels like I just ran a mile. Okay, maybe not a mile. I ran like a good 20, 30 yards. Yeah, 20 yards. I'm old. I don't know if you can tell the difference. I mean, it's a lot less greasy. I can tell you that much. But I don't know if people are going to say you dyed your hair because I didn't get the roots. Did I get the roots last time? I mean, I was really trying to get the sides this time. I mean, I almost burnt my ears. Um, and I would say I don't know what to label this because I don't know what we were talking about. I'll just label it. Who the fuck cares? Because no one's reading it. No one's looking at this shit anyway. See, I'm old. Reading? Yeah, we used to have blogs. I don't know what they stood for. Logs? Binary logs? I don't know. Ugh. Someone. Someone. Oh no, my what you call it? My Linux server is giving me an error about what's it? Uh, I always forget. Do I have it still up? I don't think so. It gives me this error about authorization failure, switch to seeker. I'm like, what is that? And I don't know. I mean, it works. It just gives me the error all the time. Someone said, "Oh, I just reformatted everything and it works great now." I'm like, I don't want to do that. I really don't. 5 new jobs of web developer in Honolulu. Web developer. They're all old. Since you worked as order entry, I do not want to work again. Who is this? But that's it. I got to start my labs. I got to start those papers. I got to shop and not get beer. That's it. That's it. We're going through a mess. I'm just saying this is a process. We're working through the process. I don't think I uploaded the last video, and I don't think I should, because there might have been a reason for that. I need to keep a pair of headphones on me, like that ring headphones that are on the floor or somewhere. Haven't started shaving him yet. We will. It's loading the next one. I can't believe this. This is ET Canada. I mean, am I never gonna watch TV anymore? I mean, yeah, I gotta fix the whatchamacallit, and that could be a power thing. I mean, it's weird that it's like it's timed, like it goes, and stop. Goes, stop. It's not random. Like if it was buffering, it would be random. A buffer doesn't go a certain interval all the time. A buffer, I mean, it'll go as much as it can until someone stops it. That's my point. This is not random. I don't know. Okay, so hopefully I got everything. I got a recipe for 2-ingredient pizza. Look it up. Spoiler alert: self-rising flour and Greek yogurt. What? So I don't know. We're gonna try that, and we should really get off. But this is the worst part of Sundays, especially when Sunday lasts forever. But this is the part where you start working and you start fighting everything. And why didn't I start on Saturday? Why didn't I start? And the weather sucks. But I'm thinking it's Sunday. Not many people are going to be at Walmart. Well, that reminds me. I still got to give blood in about 14 hours. Not, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean, That that's what my mom used to say. She was crazy. All right, no jokes. And we're gonna get this done, but it's cool. And I'm probably gonna get sued because I got all these audio on this from people's YouTubes. But I'm just playing it, and I needed to test it on something. And Besides that, it sounds okay. You know, there's not a power switch on the Raspberry Pi. I never understood why. Maybe it thinks it's an apple. I don't know. All right, peace, love, deuces face, deuces to the face. That is the news, and I am Chevy Chase.